Hi everyone, it's the KRISTOS here again. If this is your first time joining our channel, you're welcome. And on this channel, we talk about family, faith, finance, and fun. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about 10 myths around money, 10 myths and 10 facts around money. And of course, it's very important we talk about this because a major difference between the rich and the poor is their mindset. Okay, and the mindset translates into habits and things they do. So this is relevant to you wherever you are, whichever part of the globe you are, and especially for Africans and Nigerians. In Nigeria, nearly 50% of our population are living in poverty, as defined by the World Bank. Living under $2 a day, the World Bank says you are poor. Living under $1, you're extremely poor, and you could imagine nearly 50% of Nigerians are living on less than $2 a day. So it's important we talk about this and let people know and be liberated from limiting mindsets, which are things we call the myths, and then we'll debunk all of these myths with facts. So to take us further is my beautiful wife, my sandwichal note, as I call her. She's gonna start. So over to you, Mrs. Christos.
Okay, hello everyone. So the first myth here we're going to talk about is your income is usually not enough. And we believe that so well that we think that's actually correct. You're thinking you need a raise, you need this, so I be able to meet your needs. But that's not actually it. Parkinson's law, it's always the expenditures always rise to meet your need. So why not sit down and have a budget? Ask yourself what are my major needs that are important. So when you fix that, you fix the amount for it, then you'll be able to save the rest. Especially, okay, I would suggest you should start saving 10% every month. So when you save 10% every month, as time goes on, you increase to 20 to 30 to 40%, but try to develop that culture first and build a habit around it so that when you're already used to it, you already master that, and so I'll be able to save like 50% and all. When you know where you're going, you set your target, your financial goal, and all of that. But start from the scratch, start from 10% so that it will be easier for you. When you set that goal, you now realize that okay, this is the only amount I have to spend. So when you have that at the back of your mind, you know that whatever happens, this is all I have and this is all I'm going to spend. So when you start with that, you know that yes, you're going somewhere. Especially, okay, let's make an example with you traveling out of the country. Let's say you're going to USA and you say, okay, let me try going by road. Before you reach, you know that you have spent months before you reach your destination. But if you are going by air, definitely you reach that day. So why am I saying this? When you have your target, your financial goal, this is what I want to do, this is my target, this is what I want to achieve, and you're saving 10%, you know that you have like 10 years to accomplish that you want to do. But when you know where you're going and you increase to like 50%, you know that yes, I'll be able to achieve this maybe in 2 years, in 1 year, and all of that. So start from somewhere. Yes, start from somewhere. So myth number two is some people believe that when you have more money, you're going to be far from God. But that's actually not true. Instead, it's the other way around. Let's take an example from the Bible. Esther, okay, let's say when she was an orphan and that thing was going to happen to the people of the Jews, you know that nobody's going to listen to her. She's going to be like, please, can we fast 3 days? Nobody will. I'm sure her uncle will not even listen to her because he'll be like, was I not the one that raised you up and all of that? Why didn't you now save your parents? You want to save all the people of the Jews. But do you know that because she is a queen, everybody listened to her, including that her uncle. He listened to her, and everybody fasted and everybody prayed, and definitely they were saved. So imagine if she was an orphan. She wouldn't have influenced anyone. And so when she had more money, she had more influence, and she saved so many people. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have more money, you can do something great, something unique that when you were not having anything, you couldn't achieve. Yes, because when you don't have money, nobody will even listen to you. I'm telling you, when you don't have influence, no one is listening to you. Only your family members. I'm sure it's not everybody in your family that will even believe you. So,
Wow, that was powerful. I'm sure you were inspired. Um, the first one is the money you have is never enough, right? And then secondly is how that you know this is even common to a lot of Christians. Funny enough, you hear things like the love of money. I mean, money is the root of all evil. When the Bible actually said the love of money is the root of all evil. So we have camped around this limiting mindset for so many years, and people have remained poor because of such mindset. And the first point you spoke about on you never have enough. There is this orientation that people have. Some people used to believe that it's like there's a mysterious, I think, pesticide or something. Rather, there's a mysterious pest in the house that gets to steal from the income they receive. And if you do the analysis, you discover that you are that pest, or rather, you are that rodent, or whatever it is you are thinking, or that mysterious agent that is coming to steal your money. So, very important myths and facts around it. Then the third point we're going to be talking about, the third myth, is people believe that you need money to make money. This is very common. Money injected in a thing actually multiplies your profit. That cannot be overemphasized. It multiplies your returns. But you see, you don't need money to make money. You need value to make money. The first component you need is value. Okay, and that value begins with you. And like a mentor will always say, you are the number one capital you need for any venture you intend to do. Any venture that you intend to bring you money, you are the number one capital you need. It starts with your orientation, your mindset. And you don't need money to make money. You actually need value. By the time you offer value, money always flows. In fact, money comes to measure value. So you don't need money to make money. Rather, money helps you multiply money, right? But you need money. You need value. You need to be a person of value. A lot of people have not gotten this part. That's why we so much, especially in this part of the world that we are in, there is so much superstition around this part of the world. People blame it on God. People wait on God for miracle money. I don't debunk all of those things. I believe those things. Well, eventually we will start talking about the spiritual part of money. Okay, but the first component as far as making money in this world is concerned, and then to debunk this myth that you need money to make money, is that no, that's not the first point. Okay, every investor you are going to present anything, they have to see value in what you're offering when you need money. They will not just give you money because you are saying you want money to do this and that. They will ask, what value are you offering? What prospect does this value have? Okay, so money is not what you need to make money. It already shows how limited your mindset is. You actually need value. You need to be a person of value. First of all, you need to create value in yourself. You need to be a person of value as an entity. And then secondly, you should translate in the different ideas, the different businesses, the different innovations that will come through you that will be also of value to humanity. And then people will pay you for value. Everyone out there is paying for value. Okay. In fact, we're in a generation where it's like doing little fetches you more value because we have so many things to our advantage. The internet, technology, the world being made closer than ever, and all of that. Then the fourth myth is that when I work hard, I will be rich. When I work hard, I will be rich. In this part of the world, there is a common slang we are used to: hustle. Guy, hustle, oh, hustle. If you don't hustle, you will not bustle. We even put rhymes around it. The truth is, it's good to do hard work. One of the persons I like his work ethics a lot is Elon Musk. Elon Musk works a minimum of 80 hours in a week, and we have 168 hours in a week. So you can see that more than 50% of his time in a week is dedicated to work. Of course, he works, but you see, you will realize that it seems as though when we talk about work, it must not be hard labor. Most times, this myth is usually attached to labor. You have to put in effort, you put in labor, and that's where. But you see, all of those things happened. If you see the evolution of man, yeah, you will see that man came from a place of physical labor, and it kept transitioning to the place of now mental labor. Right now, people are being paid more for how well their minds are developed than how well their their bodies are developed. And it's the truth. Check the richest men in the world. You will not find, of course, I'm not debunking, or rather, I'm not talking down on sportsmen. No, that's not the point. But if you check out people that are, is it the Warren Buffett? Is it Elon Musk? Is it Mark Zuckerberg? You will see that it came from a place of mental development where they sharpened themselves in an area mentally, psychologically, and then boom, they were all over the world. So, in as much as hard work is important, but let your hard work be in the right direction. That's where smart work comes in, right? Let your smart work direct your hard work. So you can be putting in labor and hard work in a vain venture, in a vain pursuit. I hope you understand what that means. That's why you see you wonder, you will see a security man. I'm not even trying to talk down anybody's job, but you will see in the corporation or an organization, you will see people that get to give the hardest labor and not usually the highest paid. So you see the security man that comes to open the gate for let's say the manager of a corporation. He will keep complaining, why will this person be under AC? The only thing he does is just be writing on papers and all that, going for meetings, going on flights to do all of these projects for the company and all, and just go and do talk and all. And then he gets times 10 of my pay. Why is it so? While I sleep here, as the security guard and all of those things. That's hard physical labor, right? But you see, that person is being paid for his mental and his intellectual property. Okay, so it goes down to say that we're actually in an information age. Our parents then, before technology came and all, we were in an agrarian age where the richest men were farmers and all of that. But life, or rather humanity kept evolving to where we are right now, an information age. So hard work doesn't necessarily give you money. Okay, very important. Hard work doesn't necessarily give you money. It's important to put hard work, but your hard work has to be around your smart work. Okay, your hard work has to be around a right direction, which is channeled by smart work. I hope that makes sense. Then, last but not the least, on this, remember we said 10, but we're sharing 5 today. Is there's this notion around, this is the fifth myth now, that one day I will hit the jackpot. What that means is a lot of people are living on trial and error. Like in this part of the world, it's as serious as people thinking that one day when I'm working, I will see a bag of money, and that would be the change of my story. How funny that is! You see, there's nobody keeping money anywhere for you. That may very unlikely happen. And even if it happens, the statistics is like 1 in 1 million or 1 in 10 million that you will one day walk somewhere and somebody said even in Freetown there is no free lunch, right? It's the same thing as saying even in Freetown there is no free money. The truth is, the chances of that being a reality is for a minute population. The lottery winners fall in this category where somebody feels okay. In fact, statistics has shown, especially in Nigeria, that as of 2010, around 156 billion naira was lost to gambling, to lottery. Okay, people that go to, and the chances of you winning a lottery, the statistics shows that it's like one in 10 million, the chances of you winning a lottery. So you can imagine. That's why I always talk about this. I've never been a fan of betting. So whether you want to argue on this with me or not, but in my own, I'm in Nigeria and I know all these sports people are into sports betting. I've seen how the betting scheme has empowered the people who own the business more than the people who go to win at the cost of doing the lottery. You understand what I mean? So they call it empowerment, but the empowerment is more for the people who are being given the money for the lottery rather than people who come to want to win the lottery. So I think that's reverse. That's a reverse psychology in business. That doesn't make sense. I think if you are doing business, you should empower people as well. Okay, you should empower more people than just empowering just a select few. And it will be like one in let's say 10,000 that get to win such lotteries. So it doesn't make sense. So that's not a reality at all. It doesn't happen. You will never win a and even for the winners of jackpots or lotteries, statistics have shown that give them 3 to 5 years, most of them get to go back to where they started from. Why? They have not developed a mindset for making, multiplying, and managing money. Okay, so until you have developed that mindset on how to make, multiply, and manage money, you will never, no matter how much comes to your hand, you will never be able to sustain that money. Okay, so it's very important you debunk your mind of this wrong ideology that in the sweet by and by I will make money. Okay, so we'll come to the end of our today's talk. Get ready to watch the remaining 5 in the next episode. Thank you for your time. Any word from you?
See you next time. And don't forget to share.
And kindly subscribe as well.